Hey guys, Loco here. Clutch and 100 Thieves had a very interesting game to say the least, and I have Vulcan here with me from Clutch Gaming to do an interview. Vulcan, at a certain point in the game, I think it was almost like a perfect game for you guys. You guys had all the dragons, you guys were up 6 to 7 kills. You guys had 3 turrets taken down. What happened that game?
Um, we knew it was their turn. They were grouped mid lane, and then Piglet kind of played too far forward and played it as if Karma was with him, while Karma was like, I think it was pretty far. And so they just engaged on him. He got caught, and then they started doing the Baron, and like we knew they can't really do it, so we just wanted to, toy with them and don't get engaged on, and just buy time for Kessa to be back, and then we can defend the Baron or maybe kill them after. But then we all like chain inted it and got caught over and over at the Baron, and then they got the Baron. We were still fine because I think we had like a stronger team fighting comp with Karma Kaisa, but we ended up, we stabilized the game a bit, won a team fight, and then we got caught again. We fought 4v5, I think, for a little bit. Tanner was not there. Just lost the team fight, and the game was over like that.
Was this game a communication issue? Was this game an individual play issue? How did the game go so wrong when you guys were so ahead?
I think it was just disrespect from some of our players. We just didn't respect like the other team just running at us and killing us. Because I think all the communication was there. We knew like it was their time to fight, and obviously you don't want to give a fight to someone if they're grouped and you're not. But we just didn't respect them, and I think that's kind of why we lost.
So one pick that I do want to talk about is the Karma pick. How much prep did you guys have going into this game with Karma top? It's a brand new patch, 9.4. Also, Huni not very known. I guess Huni is known for odd picks, but not for Karma top or not for supportive champions. So yeah, I kind of want to ask you about that pick.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up Karma like a couple of weeks ago, and we practiced it a lot actually this week, and every single game was just one. We just play Karma with hyper carry on for Piglet, and like every team fight we just win. But we just trolled it today.
So one thing I noticed was Karma's running teleport. She has Iceborne Gauntlet, and she's a great split pusher in that regard. Then she starts building support items like Ardent or Mikhail's, and she's still in the side lane so much and not so much grouped with Piglet. Is that how you guys wanted to play with Karma? Or yeah, was kind of curious about the game plan around that.
I think we did split a bit too much. In the scrims, we're definitely grouping a lot more and just like speeding up with Kai so she can just run at them in the mid lane and like carry alone. But at the same time, I think like Huni just wanted, since he can get the prio, we should just use that. That's what a better team would do, and we just did that. But the execution was just really, really poor. But I think like it's just the easier play would have been just grouping with Karma Kaisa, but we just wanted to play like a better game, I guess.
So I have to ask, what's the inner workings of Clutch right now? You guys started out really hot, 2-0, had really rough weeks, 1-1 last week, and then a really great start to this week, or start to Saturday's game, and then a straight downfall. So I'm kind of worried and curious about how you guys are doing as a team, how people are doing, holding up individually. DeMonte especially, there was a lot of facepalm just from the player camps. So yeah, I'm sure everyone's very curious.
The atmosphere was pretty bad when we lost 6 games in a row. But then after we won last week to Golden Gardens, atmosphere kind of got a little bit better. And this practice this week was really good. And I think there was a lot less issues coming out compared to the other weeks. But we did have like some issues. Tanner, I think, has been underperforming a bit this week and the previous one. And he's just feeling bad about his own performance. But today, I don't think it was his fault. And he just felt bad that he fixed his play, but we still didn't come up with a win. So I guess he kind of just felt powerless in a way, and that's why you can see him like face palming and shit. It was just like really hard for him this game.
So one topic that gets brought up a lot is you guys are a team with 3 Koreans and 2 rookie NA players, and it can be really hard for the 2 rookie NA players to get their voice in, or also just even fit in and get along with the team, and especially players like Piglet and Huni are known to have very strong voices. So what's that relationship like? Is there a divide between the 2 rookie North American players and the veteran 3 Korean players, or are you guys getting along? Like, I'm curious about that relationship too.
I'd say in some ways there's like kind of a rift, but Huni is like really American, like as a Korean, so he kind of is like the bridge between like the 2 Koreans and the 2 NA players. Yeah, I mean, like the Koreans are really like they're veterans, so they like to have their voices heard. And as a player, I really just want to improve because I know a lot less than maybe not any other support in the league, but compared to a Smoothie or a Core JJ, I have a lot to learn. So I'm personally not arguing very much. I just want to learn. So everything they tell me, I'll consider it, and if I think it's right, then I'll just add that to my play. So I think for me, it's not really that hard, even if they're players with strong voices, I guess.
So, any final words for Clutch fans, Vulcan fans, anyone that might be watching this interview?
Sorry for this last game. It must have been really sad to see. Right now, I think we have to beat either TL or C9 and like pretty much any other team below them. So we're just going for that. I think it's not out of reach. Well, obviously, I have to be playing a lot better than we are right now, but I think it's doable with the players we have. So thank you for cheering for us.
Thank you, Vulcan, so much for doing the interview after a devastating loss. And if you guys enjoyed the interview, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to Low-Key Community for making this interview happen. If you guys want to support them, the link is going to be down in the bio.